Welcome. In this e-learning module, I shall demonstrate, and make you understand how to create a die plate with die opening using CATIA V5. Before we get started, please download the component drawing.pdf. The PDF files are available below this video player. This is the engineering drawing of the power screw support bracket of a car scissor jack. Let's have a closer look at the unfolded view. The overall dimensions of the blank are 62.5 mm and 24 mm. The radius of the curved edges is 20 mm. And the corner radius 1 mm. These dimensions are essential for the die opening design. Create a new part file with a name as die plate. Create a position sketch on the top XY plane. Sketch a centered rectangle, with the center of the rectangle as origin 00. Delete the top edge and the bottom edge of the rectangle. Sketch an arc between the top corners of the rectangle using the 3-point arc starting with limits option. Sketch one more arc between the rectangle's bottom corners using the 3-point arc starting with limits option. Create a vertical dimension between the two arcs. Apply a symmetry constraint between the top and bottom curves, with reference to the horizontal axis. The sketch is over-constrained. Delete unnecessary dimensions. Apply an equal constraint between the top curve and the bottom curve. Create an infinite line, using the vertical option and passing through the origin 00. Change the infinite line to the construction element. Apply a coincidence constraint between the center of the top arc and the infinite line. Create rounds at all the four corners, using the corner option. Apply an equal constraint to all the four rounds. The sketch is over-constrained. Delete unnecessary dimensions. Update the corner radius to 1 mm. Update the radius of the curved edge to 20 mm. Observe the dimension couldn't update, and the sketch turned to red in color. This red color indicates the sketch is unresolved. Don't worry. Let's go ahead and update the other dimensions. The overall length and width of the shape are 62.5 mm and 24 mm, respectively. Update the appropriate dimensions in the sketch. Observe the sketch got resolved and is fully constrained. Exit the Sketcher workbench. Observe sketch is created under the part body. Update the feature name of the sketch as die opening, using the Properties option. Now let's create a sketch for the die plate. Create a position sketch on the top XY plane. Sketch a rectangle, all around the die opening sketch. Create a vertical dimension between the top curve of the die opening and the rectangle's top edge. Create a similar vertical dimension between the die opening's bottom curve and the rectangle's bottom edge. Observe the sketch has turned into a pink color. The sketch is over-constrained. Change the vertical dimension of the rectangle to the reference dimension. Observe the sketch is resolved. Create a horizontal dimension between the left line of the die opening and the left edge of the rectangle. Create a similar horizontal dimension between the right line of the die opening and the rectangle's right edge. Observe the sketch has turned into a pink color. The sketch is over-constrained. Change the horizontal dimension of the rectangle to the reference dimension. Observe the sketch is resolved. Change all the dimensions from the die opening to the edge of the rectangle to 60 mm. A minimum of 50 mm should be maintained between the die opening and the die plate edge. I am providing an extra 10 mm. We will reduce it to 50 mm, if necessary after we finalize the design. Observe the overall dimension of the plate. Generally, I recommend the overall dimensions to be in steps of 1 mm. However, the steps of half a millimeter are also good. The die plate is a precision component. Hence, no problem. Observe the sketch is fully constrained. Exit the sketcher workbench. Create a plate of thickness 30 mm using the pad command. Use the dimension option. Create the die opening using the pocket command. Change the direction of the pocket, if necessary. Use the up to last option. Set the view to isometric and fit all in. Save the file to the project folder. That's it. We have successfully created a die plate with die opening using CONTIA V5. Now let's summarize the design principles to design the die plate. For blanking die, the die opening size and shape shall be the same as the component. A minimum of 50 mm distance should be maintained between the shape opening and the plate's edge. Generally, the overall dimension of plates is preferred to be in steps of 1 mm. As die plate is a precision component, half a millimeter is also acceptable. That's all in this e-learning module. In the next e-learning module, we will provide the draft to the die opening, so that the blank can easily fall off the die opening. Thanks.